Alex. First of all, Coach, what did you make of that final 20 seconds there? Just, I guess, thoughts straight off the bat.
You started thinking about last night. 20 seconds to go, foul the shooter, put him on the free throw line. The whole thing scary, and I just think coming in here tonight for everybody, the parity of the league. I keep saying this. Whoever walks into me, there's not a whole lot of difference. But I don't know what the ladder is. But somebody has 9 losses, somebody has 11. Everyone's getting their guys back now, making this run. And you look, them, South Phoenix, everybody. And for us, what we talked about was, hanging in the game and not letting it go. I just thought offensive rebounds, they were killing us. They were shooting the ball much better than we were, a little better in the effort areas. And I thought they had a little bit of the ascendancy, but we hung in there. And then we just got this belief in the fourth quarter. We get the right guys the ball, put it in the right guy's hand, and we defend. It just, everything seems defensively to go up a level. I thought we guarded their perimeters, covered down on the post, tightened up the boards, and went to where we needed to go to win a game. Another one for me tonight was Cam Oliver, getting that going. He was big lineup. He's good. Then we can go small when they go small. And we're starting to introduce Bruce into the lineup. We got an addition coming to help with the guard spot, and you can see that with J.A., that, having another body there to carry the ball is going to help us. So I know all the coaches are thinking, who's going out of this thing? Who's not going to be, and I'm not even first or second or whatever. You're trying to position, but also who's going to miss out on this? It's just incredible.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned that you saw Brisbane might have, tried a bit harder in the effort areas or shot the ball better, but you guys came back, you never were out of it, and then in the last quarter you went on a run and you got that 7-point lead that sort of was the difference before Toohey sunk those free throws. What did you see defensively or offensively that made a difference in that final 5 minutes that you think maybe just the ordinary?
I thought the switching. The switching on the defensive end and putting long bodies on there. Yeah. And then the Noy, Cooks, J.A., that piece high with shooters in the corner, with Toohey in the corner, and Bull or whoever. I liked our group, and I looked down the bench, and I had guys that could come in on those wing positions, and I had Cam there when he went with the big fella. So I just felt like I feel good when they come to, and I look up there and it's a 2-point or 4. Man, I got guys that can make plays and they understand where to go to win.
Coach, you've seen a lot of good players in your time, but with young Toohey over here, he had 2 really important shots to make. I guess, in your opinion, what does that say about a young player, 20 years old, trying to make his way in the world of basketball? It was very, very pressure high.
I take the next star thing, and there's a lot. I think there's a lot of responsibility here when we got Toohey and I came into this. I don't do that. That's not my thing because it's difficult to fulfill. In Europe, they don't have a next star program because they don't play the young guys. So when you come in here, my comment to him was, you're not gonna sit in the corner and shoot threes. You're gonna set on balls, play off on balls, carry the basketball, guard multiple positions, and when you get tired, I'm going to take you out of the game. But you're going to have to work at these skills and get better. And the second is the center of influence. Who are the people that you're listening to? And I just think in those 2 areas, his work ethic, locking out, and just concentrating on becoming a better basketball player is what impresses me the most. So I always say, what you see, you probably see an NBA player, but all those attributes that the scouts want to know about that you don't see, he's a 10 out of 10. So, and he's a winner, as you could see tonight. He's made plays in the last game. Every time I see him, it's like, I've been a part of this process with guys before, and you usually get 3 or 4 years with them before they go. It's going to really be difficult, not only as a player, but as a man, to see him leave the club.
Well, Alex, I guess I'll ask you, you're playing on a team that just seems to have a refuse to lose mentality. That's what I'm most impressed with. Just talk about the learning experience you're getting from playing on a team like this with such veteran players and a leader like Xavier Cooks.
Yeah, I think it's massive. Looking back to the off-season and kind of the conversations I was having with Gorge and like seeing Xavier sign, I was super excited. I feel like that kind of vocal leader is something that we missed last year. So got in contact with him pretty early in the off-season, and then just seeing him come in and how he handles himself day to day is super impressive, and trying to mimic him as a leader. And sometimes I'll kind of calm him down because he gets a bit hot sometimes. But I think just what he does from a lead by example standpoint, but also vocally, I think he's incredible, and he definitely holds our team together.
Well, Coach just said it. You're not just standing in the corner and shooting threes. You're contributing big time to this team. I guess, what were some of the personal goals you had coming into the season? What are you happy with so far?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a long season, so try not to get too caught up in that draft and end of the year stuff. I mean, it's the way to get better is getting better each day. So Coach has been big on just making sure the daily processes are winners. So getting better each day and making sure I'm learning and trying to apply myself as much as possible, and then let everything take care of itself. There's still a long time to go, even after the season. So yeah, just try and keep my head down and get better each day.
Alex, when you're on the free throw line there, you know, the 2 free throws you had before you missed both. How nervous were you?
Nervous a little bit. I guess that's natural, but had confidence in my belief, and I missed Cam on a lob, so JA said I better not miss these 2, so he trusted me, and yeah, hit him.
That's the way. Sorry, man, I lost my question there. It'll come back to me. Coach, what did you make of sort of Tyrell Harrison, like 12 rebounds, hit obviously the ball at centre, like he had his way there in the post. Do you feel like you were lacking size at times there to sort of combat his offensive rebounding?
You know, going to the Gold Coast, I've been away for a while. Coming in, I couldn't believe the development in him. They had 3 bigs when Andre Lamanis was here and came back and go, who is that? Got soft touch, and he can pull the ball through off the elbows, pretty good passer. So our plan going into the game was on deep catches with him and Prather to double him. So sooner, the balls go after him, double him, and get the ball out of their hands. And I thought we did a pretty good job on that. Where he hurt us was rolling out of on balls and playing over the top, and then offensive rebounding. So real nice touch, left to right hand, huge in this, because this league is you can be pretty comfortable in this unless you're playing Adelaide, playing small. You know, so we could do that with him out of there. But when he was in there, he hurt us tonight over the top, like I said, on balls and offensive rebounds. But I thought we did a good job. He didn't get a lot of post moves down low. We did a good job of doubling and rotating. And I thought in the box we did a pretty good job on Prather on the box.
Well, Coach, I guess I'll just ask, you know, a lot of players are looking to score, and that's the way to contribute to the game. But Kuhl did an amazing job locking down Casey in that 4th quarter. It seems like he really was taking pride in his defense. Casey looked a little bit frustrated. How proud are you of him and how he was able to just focus and lock in on Casey?
You know, you make a great point, and you know it's funny to that side. That's why he's here, but he's also trying to expand as a basketball player. So it's interesting with the knee situation and him being out. And not being able to really do any skill work or work on skill. He knows in order to play, he's just got to focus on what he's good at and try to defend the ball and give us an influence and impact in winning by defending, and almost by default from what he was trying to do coming here. That was always his centerpiece, and he came here to grow the other part. But right now, it's as you're saying, it's really helpful to get that 15 or 20 minutes of just locking up a great player like Casey Prather.
Alex, have you had any training time yet with Turner that you input?
Not yet, but yeah, he looks like a great player, and I think he'll be a good addition for us.
Coach, what have you made, I guess, so you haven't seen him with the team yet, but what have you made of him?
Our situation, we haven't seen him at all. We want a guy that can help and get Jay off the ball and distribute the ball, be good in the locker room, and defend. So we haven't brought a guy to score 50 points and take a heavy role in this. Just a piece that can carry the ball and get J.A. off the ball and make the other guys around him better defend. And we know he can do those two things, and we understand he was captain at Tennessee, which is a big-time program, and he's a great teammate and great in the locker room. And that's going to help us come down this backstretch.
Do you know if he'll be available for the United game?
Yeah, he has to be. They got to play. You got to play 7. So D-Days United.
Awesome, Chris, all yours.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be quick, Gorge, just because this has gone on for a little while already. But I want to ask about this is a strange game. It's not often you win a game where you take 29 less shots than the other team and you give up 29 offensive rebounds. But it felt like you made a real focus to attack the basket more than ever tonight, to put away the 3-ball, and that worked for you. Obviously, making more free throws would have helped, but in general, that helped. And yeah, I mean, was that a focus tonight to just get to the line as much as you could and try to make up for that lack of size?
Trying to get our feet in the paint, trying to play at pace, and the points that you made, I thought they did have the upper hand. But again, they didn't get away from us. In the fourth quarter, the points that you're making there, we covered those boxes. But the boxes we didn't cover, they weren't 20 up. It was 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. We hung in there with J.A., Cooks, making plays off the bounce and finding people and getting their feet in the paint. So statistically, I agree with you. It's kind of a alarming look. But we kept it a grind and did what we did to win.
That's all from me. Thanks very much.
Anything else from online? I think we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.